Hello. I'm just chilling. I'm waiting for my son to get out of football practice, and I'm scrolling through social media. And as I'm scrolling, I see this list of women talking about certain places that they will not go on a first date. And I guess it was a certain women came together and wanted to talk about things that they wouldn't do on a certain date. Some of them was bowling, which is fun as hell. I think kayaking was on there. They ain't gonna go to Cheesecake Factory, Chili's, some other restaurants, and some other things that hookah bars. They're not going on the first date. And I wanted to put this live out there because when I see some of that stuff, I get frustrated. And let me just say why. I understand women having standards. You have to have standards. If you don't have standards in a relationship, then the man just going to do whatever he want to do, right? So you got to have standards in a relationship, right? I get that. But when I see some of these delusional women thinking that if a man take you to Ruth Chris or Benihana or Kobe's we have here in Florida, if he take you to those higher end restaurants or Ocean Air we have here, Eddie V's, if a man takes you to these high end $150 plate restaurants, then you believe that that's indicative on the type of man he is. I'm here to tell you, you're wrong. Absolutely wrong. Because it does not matter where a man takes you on the first date, because that will not determine how great the relationship will be. I'm just saying now. Because if that's the case, you're basically saying that as long as you take me to a high-end restaurant, then that means that you'll what? Take care of me when we're in a relationship? You'll be a provider? What does that mean? You know, what are you ladies really trying to get out of the fact that if a man decides to take you to Eddie V's, Ocean Air, Kobe's, one of those higher end restaurants, what is he telling you by taking you to that high end restaurant? Again, like I said, does not mean not to have standards, because you got to have standards. If you don't have standards, then you're just moving through life and just being with the wrong people. But standards does not have anything to do with where he takes you on a first date. I know what the problem is with most people today is that you aren't taking the time to learn what it really is that you're supposed to look for in relationships. And since you don't know what to look for, y'all just out here following the next biggest thing and what everybody else is doing because that makes sense. And then everybody just agreeing with it. And because everybody agreeing with it, then this is what it is. Oh, he can't take me here. Like I said, bowling is a great way to get to know a man. First off, it's usually just the two of you. You're not sharing a bowling lane with nobody else. So you guys get to sit and communicate a little bit. You bowling, you get to have fun, be goofy, and enjoy the dates. Everything don't always have to be about dinner. Like, I get, sitting down having a meal, but have fun. Be friends. See what his personality is like. Let him see what your personality is like. Stop putting so much pressure on this first dates. Let me tell you why I have learned through experience why the first date don't even matter. Because I was with a man for 11 years. I was in this relationship. However, the way the relationship started out was that very thing. He was whining and dining. He was buying me everything. He planned dates. He made Valentine's Day just amazing. It was Instagram worthy when Instagram wasn't even a thing back then when that was happening, because I was in my early 20s. I was like 20. So that was 18 years ago. But he was doing all of those things. Granted, we were young. However, doesn't matter, because some of the young ladies are saying this too. So we are on these dates and he's doing amazing. That's how I stayed with him for 11 years, trying to get back that very moment that he probably did. I would say the first 6 months of our relationship, he was game, all in, love bombing the hell out of me. After that, it was hell. It was abusive. It was disrespectful. He was verbally abusive. He was physically abusive. He was mentally abusive. But guess what, ladies? He started out by whining and dining me and taking me to nice restaurants and buying me stuff and making sure he took care of me at the beginning. So this is why I say some of you guys are so delusional in your thought process, because you really think that where a man takes you on the first date is going to determine the type of man he is. And I'm here to tell you that that's just not true. And instead of you guys making these lists up and everybody following the list, how about you take the time and say this? Okay, this is what I need in a man. And I'm not talking about money or all the materialistic things, because those things come. I'm talking about, who is he as a character? Is he attractive to you? Because obviously you got to be attracted to him. You don't want to be with someone that you're not attracted to, right? That's important. So are you attracted to him? What is his character? Does he have goals? Does he have friends? How does he treat his mama? How does he operate in business? How does he talk to you? How does he treat the people around him? Like, look at his character, because his character is going to matter way more than how much money he's spending on you on a first date. Which is why bowling, I think, is a great first date, because you get to see if he can have fun and enjoy himself. And if he can't, he's all uptight, maybe that may not be the person for you. It just depends on what you're looking for. But going around with a list talking about, these are the places I'm not going to go to, the only thing you look, and I hate to say this, but it looks ignorant. It looks like I don't even know how to properly date. I don't know what standards are. And I'm not even doing the work to find those standards. We got to be better, ladies. I'm just saying, we got to be better. Because dating is difficult already, but you're making it even harder by putting these lists out there for good men that might want to take it to the Cheesecake Factory. Let me just tell you, the Cheesecake Factory is good. They have good options. And hell, just eat the cheesecake if nothing else. Like, come on. Like, I don't get it. Like, I mean, I get it, because you think you're having standards, but that actually, let me just say this. Where he takes you to on a first date and your focus being there is actually you having very low standards, because you're focused more on the materialistic things, and it's actually pretty shallow, instead of you saying, who is this man? Is he a Christian? Does he really love God? Is he really God-fearing? Does he really love his mother? Does he really know how to take care of a woman? Does he know how to take care of my emotional needs and his emotional needs? Is he in therapy? Is he getting some type of help? Are you doing those things? Because a lot of times you asking for something that you're not giving. You can't have a list of something that you have on and not giving that same thing. You can't have a full list. This is what I want him to do. He need to be making this money. He need to have this. He need to do this. He need to make this. He needs to have this household. He need to have this amount of kids, blah, blah, blah. All these things that you have on your list, but you're not meeting those things. So first and foremost, when you look at your list and what you expect out of a man, ask yourself, do I meet these things? Can I meet my own needs outside of him? Because he not there to make you happy. You got to make yourself happy. Can I meet my own needs first and then add value to him while he adds value to me? Relationships are about adding value to each other, not what can he do for you. What value are you adding into his life? And I'm not talking about just being a pretty face. I'm not talking about sexual needs. I'm not talking about you being able to cook and clean. Can you hold him accountable? Can you do that? If he needs to be pushed, if he's having a bad day, can you be his support system? Are you there? If he's financially struggling, can you help him? Maybe you can't help, maybe not with money, but if he has a business, can you come in and help support the business so you guys can build together? So these delusional things about you guys talking about where he's supposed to take you out on the first date and what you eating and all of those things, ladies, let's just stop. Stop it. Stop now. Focus on your character. Focus on his character. Where are you not healed at? Where are you struggling at? What do you do? What are you bringing to the table? And I don't mean money and all that. I mean, what are you bringing to the table as far as how can I help? How can I support? How can I be better? How can I make him better? And how can he make me better? Because again, relationships are about how we are adding value to each other. Not just what the man can do for you and coming in, providing and taking care of you. Because at the end of the day, providing has a lot more to do with just money. And if all you asking for is a man with money, then I'm just saying right now, you ain't asking for much, because that's easy. You need somebody that you guys can help each other. You can build together. You can grow together. You guys can support each other emotionally. If you don't have that, there will continuously be a struggle, and there will continuously be a disconnect. And who cares about if he can take you to Ocean Air and Eddie V's and whatever other the high-end restaurants are? Because if you guys can't support each other, then the relationship ain't gonna last either. So all you got is one free meal, and you still struggling trying to find a man. Okay? So instead of you looking at all these other things and following what everybody else is doing, set yourself apart, work on yourself, work on what you're doing, and go ahead and click that link in my bio and click a discovery, book a discovery call with me, so I can help you look for the things that you really need to look for. Because right now you're not looking for the right things. Right now everyone's following everybody else and nobody's standing out and being a leader, and now all y'all look the same. So you be that one that's not going to look like everybody else, that really values men, that knows that you need a relationship because men and women need each other. And you be that one that say, I want better, I want to do better, I don't want to be here anymore. I really want and value marriage, not just so I can have a man, but so that we can build together and do something on this earth to make it better. That's what the focus is. Not just about relationships, and not just about where the first date is and who ain't gonna eat where and why you ain't taking somebody to this place. You guys gotta stop. It's embarrassing. Stop doing it. All right, take it from me. I love y'all. I do. But you need your hand slapped, just like when kids do stuff and you know it's like you ain't supposed to. I'm slapping your hand. Stop doing it. Do better. All right. I love you guys. Have a good day.